All right, we got chest and try day. Um, no shoulders today because I already hit shoulders this week. I hit them on um Monday. Yeah, I hit shoulders on Monday, so and they're still kind of sore, so I'm gonna give them a little break. Um, so we're just gonna hit chest and try, and then some abs at the end. I think that's what we're gonna do. But right now we're just warming up into it. Oh, then we're gonna start off with bench. Haven't benched in a while, so be good to work on that. Let's do it. Start off with the bar. Oh, you haven't benched in so long. I went on like a little bodybuilding arc, which I still kind of am, but I started off with like strength, squat, bench, deadlift, and I would go heavy on those. And I saw a lot of strength gain, but I didn't really feel like I got size as much, which is weird because usually you get size when you do that, but I shouldn't feel. I feel like my body responds really well to bodybuilding work. So like when I did do bodybuilding work, um, like I kind of like blew up. Like I got like really good shape and volume. But I want to start getting back into strength. But yeah, so I'm gonna start focusing a lot more on my strength because I kind of lacked on it. Ooh, go kart. Oh, and sorry guys for like cutting it up, just because it makes it easier when I edit these videos. Because then I can just put them in clips, and then I know, boom, I just got done with the warm up at 135. Now I'm moving on to plate and 25. Do one more warm up, so this will be my last warm up. And then I'm gonna go for reps of 6. So I don't know if I could do 2 plates for 6. And my max for 2 plates was 5. So gonna try to do, maybe plate in a 35 for 6. But it's all just depending on this one. If this feels fucking amazing, I'm gonna do this. There's no point to, you know, not do it when I literally have a chance to get the most out of my work. I just want to take this time to kind of talk about some things. I'm trying to work a lot more on motivating with my words rather than my actions. Motivating with actions is a really good way to motivate. I've always been taught to lead by example, not by like, necessarily words. I've always been taught to like, show, you know, lead, lead by example, and don't, lead by telling someone to do something or, forcing someone to do something. It's not a good way of leading. You're not going to get people to, follow you by that. But it's hard to, lead. I don't know. I'm just not very well with my vocab, and when I talk, I tend to jump all over the place and ramble on stuff. So I'm trying to focus a little bit more on motivating by my words, but my content itself is always motivating by example, just because me showing people what I can do. Yeah, I got 2 plates, bro. Worst comes to worst, I'm just gonna ask for a spot. And if you guys are liking these kind of content, kind of videos, let me know. I'm gonna try to pump out a lot more YouTube videos. So this is kind of what I'm doing. A lot of YouTube videos, maybe get some clips for my short form. But primarily starting my content career, I just strictly focus on short form. But it doesn't hurt to do both at once, So we're gonna do that. It's kind of like what the Trends ones do. Most content creators, they focus primarily on YouTube, and then whatever they do, they just get clips from there, and then every once in a while they'll go on their phone and just record some because that's easy. I heard if you subscribe, my left leg grows back. I've been feeling it. Every time you guys like or follow me, feel my left leg growing back just a tad bit. So if you want to see me with 2 feet, better follow along. Let's get a spot real quick. I'm gonna go. Probably will. What was that?
You want forced?
No. If I fail, I fail. You know.
Gotcha.
So appreciate it.
Yeah.
2, 1.
It's all you. You got it?
Beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
no,
it.
all you, man.
What was your name?
Tim.
Tim. I'm Nico.
Nico.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I see you here all the time. You know, I just never got your name. Yeah, right.
No, never kidding. Nope. No, I just kind of, I video and stuff on.
Right.
Name, so yeah,
Yep.
that's my landlord's name.
It's okay. Yeah, no worries. You as well. What a guy. I'm gonna try to hit it again. Actually, we're gonna go 35. All right, last set. Let's get this done. I cannot. Oh, there we go. One more. Come on. All right, start off with a plate. See how this feels. Two a try. All right, we threw on 2. You're gonna see how this goes. 1 felt really light, so 2 is gonna be might be it. Here we go. Come on. Yeah, we're gonna drop to a 35. I remember growing up, or not growing up, like when I was in high school. This is like peak TikTok too. It's like when Rise was like the best supplement, or it's when Alex Eubank first signed to Rise or whatever, and it was just peak life, summer, peak life. And I saw a video of like the incline bench, saying it's the best workout of all time. Like, if you do this and your flat bench will skyrocket. So for a little bit, I was just strictly doing incline, incline free, incline Smith, anything incline, I was doing it. But as I grew older, definitely figured out that it's not the best. I mean, it's a good workout, but it's not like it doesn't replace everything. If you really want to grow your chest or any muscle, in that case, best way to do it is to isolate every little bit of muscle you have and actually train that part till failure. Compound movement, for like, and you're just strictly relying on that, you're not going to grow as much as if you were to individually target every single little piece of that group muscle and hit that to as much intensity as you can. Is that, yeah, you will grow. You will see improvement if you'll just see improvement if you go to the gym and lift weights. Let's just say I did squat until failure every single day. Or not every single day, but you get what I'm saying. Did it for, say, 10 weeks. My legs will grow a really good amount. But now let's just say if I, instead of just doing that compound movement, I did individual stuff that targeted a smaller specific muscle, and I did those all different parts of my muscle throughout my workout, and I hit them till failure, then my legs are completely dead. For that example. Same thing with chest. Drop this. That's that. I'm gonna take this to absolute failure. Because I did, two plates I shouldn't have done, if I'm being completely honest. Incline like this, I'm usually up to dumbbells. I know my weight more on dumbbell incline than Smith machine incline, but I don't use my shoulders as much. I don't have to stabilize, as much, and I kind of want to give my shoulders a little break. So I think what I should have done was I should have done two plates or two sets of a plate in the 35, and then ended with this. I don't know what I got on my last set, but I should have got. My goal is 8. I don't think I got 8. Fuck. I wanted that one. No. It's all good. Felt really good. That was a really good set, if I had to be completely honest. Pec deck. This pec deck here is kind of iffy, but I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna do pec deck, and then I'm gonna do some low to high cables and high to low cables. Made it to the pec deck. Ugh. I don't really know this stack. This stack is absurd. Because if somebody can fucking full stack this, psych ward, you got mental issues that you're not talking about. So if this is going up by 10, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, and put that in my notes. All right, I think it's about time to, actually no, not yet, not really pumped up yet. I'm not gonna take off my pump cover. What am I thinking? I feel bad. This guy's about to come to the pec deck. I realize I'm on it. Fuck. This one really hurts my elbows. Or not my elbows, but like my shoulders and my elbows. Just because like this holding motion is not natural for me. I don't know why. We're doing a little sneak peek. All right, last set. All right, so I'm an idiot. All across the gym. There's one right here. Silly me. 2 sets of this. So an absolute failure. The more intensity you're able to push out for yourself, the more you'll grow. Growing up in high school, I would just literally get an arm pump every time I would go to the gym. I wouldn't even care about like what I'm hitting or whatever. Like let's just say I did a very bro split, but like when I did do it, I literally would just get a pump and leave. Yeah. That's besides everything. Just make sure you're pushing yourself. Absolute failure. And no excuses, right? Like, I mean, I'm out here with one leg. This doesn't really correlate to one leg, but I could be sitting at home collecting disability, but what am I doing now? I'm out working. I'm working here. I'm doing, what I want to do in life. And I'm chasing after my dreams, and all you guys should do the same, no matter what you got going on. And if you are perfectly fine, you don't got anything wrong with you, and you're still not doing enough, you make me mad. That should piss me off. Now we're going low to highs. Fuck. I'm counting that as a set. I think that's going to be it for today for chest. All right, that's it for chest. I hit some triceps. Yeah, thank you guys for watching my chest day. But now, time to hit some triceps. All right. First thing I like to start off with my triceps is an incline skull crusher, incline skull crusher. This is kind of my camera's kind of crooked, but that could be ball. 12. Probably go up to 70s. Been blessed with pretty good tricep genetics, but nothing like. I don't have a lot of width with them. I just have a really good honestly, they're pretty strong for how small they are. But I'm actually when I do like a bicep, you know how the triceps are the majority of your arm, but when I do like a bicep post, it really shows, and that's what I like about my triceps. But I want to get them bigger. I want to make my bicep girthy, some may say. Oh my gosh. Take advice from people that you want to be like, but also be open to also taking advice from people that, are maybe less than you or not as good at something as you. Because, dude, any information is information. And doesn't mean you have to apply it. Doesn't mean you have to, put it into your routine. But just listen. Take consideration. Take what they got to say into consideration, because you never know. They might put you in perspective or put a different perspective into you. Like, let's just say someone across the room maybe is smaller than me, or can't squat as much as me, or whatever, can't push as much weight as me. They point out that my form looks a little sloppy. Okay, I'll take a look at it. Doesn't mean, and if I look at it, my form's fine, then cool. Whatever he said, and took it into consideration, doesn't mean he was right. But let's just say it was sloppy. Then I'm like, oh shit, it was. So just take advice from anyone you can. That's what I've learned. Like, I'm just always gonna pick up any advice. I'm always gonna be open to any advice, because the more I know and the more I can understand about something, the better I'm gonna be at it. One tip for you guys: if you guys are struggling on motivation, or you're struggling on finding some extra fuel, what I like to do, and it's probably not healthy at all, but I genuinely like to take every minor convenience I have and just funnel all my anger towards it. Like, for example, I was talking to this girl a while back, and she was telling me all sorts of things, giving me false hope, and it was never serious. It's always been, every time me and this girl talked, it's been like, a month, and then something happens where we're not talking again. And so I thought this time was different. She was doing all the same shit. I didn't realize it. Just you're still talking to me, whatever. And then something came up, uh, and then I literally improved myself drastically because of it, because I took that minor inconvenience. It didn't end my life. It didn't make my life, terrible, miserable, but it did, hurt. And so then I put all my anger and all my hatred towards that. I don't hate the person. I don't hate the girl, but I still, I get mad. I get mad at the situation, take it out in the gym, and it pushes me. Genuinely, I feel like I got a couple more reps than I should have, which, for example. But let's say you lost money today doing some stupid shit like gambling. Literally try to focus all your anger and all your energy towards that and see how much improvement you get in the gym. You need a spot, or you good? You need a spot or anything? You all good? Cool. Yep. Also, I'm thankful for that situation. Yeah, if she didn't do what she did, I would not be where I'm at today, and I truly, solely believe that. She pushed me to no other world. I guarantee it. Oh my gosh. Oh fuck. I just want to let you know you're good. You're good. I just want to let you know I'm putting my camera there. You don't gotta worry about it. Appreciate it. Thank you, dude. And also, Echovision, hit me up because I need one of those cuffs. I'm broke. I need one of those D-handle wraps that you got because that's killer, dude. I don't have to worry about my squeeze as much. Perfectly fine. It's killer. You're corny and you're embarrassing and you're crazy and you're, stupid and foolish until you're a genius, until you're successful. So anybody out there, feeling like they're going to be made fun of for making content or made fun of because they're videoing themselves, who the fuck cares? If you can push yourself to be successful, so what? And you know how good it feels to prove someone wrong. One advice, and this is what I was remembered by, or one advice that if I told someone it would stick with them for the rest of their life to make them better, it's to forgive, right? Genuinely forgive, right? And what people forget and what people mistake is that when you forgive, people tend to think that like, you're forgiving them and you're saying, hey, shake their hand or give them a hug. Hey, I forgive you. And then they talk, they just put it behind them. You could do that, if it's not something as, heartbreaking or whatever. But what I've learned is the most important part about forgiving is genuinely forgiving, right? And you don't even have to tell them. Just if you can genuinely forgive them in your heart and genuinely realize that they did wrong and kind of look at it from their perspective. And, obviously they're not always going to be right. If they are right, cool. If they're not right, then also cool. If you genuinely forgive someone and move on, you'll do so much better in life. But if you tend to hold on to that and like literally like it affects your daily life because, someone did you bad or someone did you dirty and you didn't fully forgive them and you just still resent and you hate them, here all that negative energy is wasted. All that energy is wasted because you're putting that towards hatred and not good energy. Forgive people. No matter how bad they did you wrong, forgive them. Genuinely forgive them in God's name and realize that they did wrong and move on. You don't even have to, and when I say move on, it's not forget, right? You can remember what they did to you. Funnel that into something that you enjoy. Like for me, I've gotten done wrong multiple times for one girl, and I haven't forgotten, but I forgave her. I never told her I forgave her, but I genuinely forgave her. Right? I genuinely sat down and like looked at myself. I'm like, hey, do I hate her? No, I don't hate nobody. But she did me wrong. It hurt. I'm gonna forgive you. Don't have to talk to you ever again. But I'm gonna funnel all that fucking hatred that I have towards you into the gym, right? And not my daily life because I will ruin you. Oh. the decentric or eccentric, the weight. So that's the most important part about this exercise. Once you get down here, you're fully contracting that tricep muscle. But this movement is killer. And if you control that, I think it's eccentric. If you can control the eccentric, you will genuinely grow your triceps. They'll massively explode. My phone's at 4%, but I'm gonna do one more last set of tricep pushdowns. I'm gonna try to get some film of my body and shit. So I'm gonna save that battery for when I do that. So thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna finish up, do some abs as well. So um, I'll put like what else I did at the very end of the video, like when I'm posing, and then yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Again, I'm gonna post a lot more YouTube content like this. So stay tuned for that. Love you guys. God bless. So much more.